Hi, this is Tom with the Idiot Car Guys, and I'm back with another video on the Cavalier Z24. A couple people have wondered why I did not do a drive video on this car, and well, I'm going to show you why here in a few seconds. Well, I'm going to go through everything that is wrong with this car. Now, there's a few things that are right, don't get me wrong. But there is a lot wrong with this car. For one thing, this is the Serpentine Belt. It's kind of shredded. So, and then when we went to go look in the Serpentine, try to fix the Serpentine Belt, we noticed that the tensioner pulley is wrong. So, we got to replace that. Now, I've already done a couple of little things to this. I've changed out all the bulbs to LEDs because I don't like the halogens. They just don't shine as far. And I live out in the country, and, well, I like to be able to see deer before I hit them. I put a new battery in, and I did some basic maintenance, changed the air filter. But let's look at what's wrong. Now, every body panel on this car, the paint has just roached, toasted, just burnt out garbage. Another thing that's wrong is the top. Now let me show you the top. It does function. But the top itself is bad. Now, I've done some temporary fixing to it. Oh, dang it. Oh, shit. I thought I did some temporary fixing to it. I've done some temporary patching, and obviously some of them aren't holding. And obviously, well, really not holding because something's not doing the job to let me close it. So top doesn't align, doesn't shut properly. Some of the gauges don't work in the dash, like oil pressure. The tach doesn't work at all. But the good thing is it does have, let me scoop up.
Sorry.
Yeah. The gas gauge doesn't work at all. But that is the original mileage to this car. So that's a good thing. Now I'll put the top back down because obviously it's not shutting. Now, if you look at some of the interior panels, you'll notice, they're ripped up, tore up. The seats tore up. The seat belts themselves are duct taped, so I don't feel too safe with those. I'm gonna have to replace those. These windows don't roll up at all without help. And neither does that passenger door. Again, we got more body damage, more panels that are just roached. They put some of the emblems on with rivets, which I don't get. It's got a CV shaft that's busted, that the boot's gone completely tore up in it. So, yeah, give me. Annika, you're in the way.
Annika.
What did I do with the light?
Oh, it's over there.
You can see all that grease sitting down there. That's from that half shaft right there, and I don't know if you can see it with the light, but it's tore up.
Yeah, it's tore up right up the top there.
By the way, this is Chase. He's helping me film, and he may be helping out in some more of the videos to get this car put back together. Now, a few people have also commented to me, like, why do I want to repair this car and bring it back to its glory days? Well, I had a lot of fun with this car when I owned it back in '03. And it's a fun car to drive. I mean, yeah, these were disposable cars. They were, no doubt about it. But they were also, if you took care of them, they took care of you. Now, some more that's wrong is in the trunk. And we have, well, a mess of wires back here that we've just got to figure out what the hell's going on with it. And looks like he spliced into about everything. And this thing has been in an accident. And the way I can tell is up front.
You're in the way again, Annika.
If you look up front and you look below the front air dam, you'll see that the condenser has been pushed in.
I don't know if you can really see that, but
you can also tell that the frame's been straight. The subframe's been straightened a little bit. And it's also been painted. But other than that, this is still a good car, and it's actually still got glass headlights. None of the plastic crap that you get nowadays.
you don't really see that anymore.
No, you don't. I mean, there's a lot of good in this car, and I don't want to see it going to a junkyard.
Yeah, 'cause it's more use to you than in a junkyard.
Another thing I like about this car, and that I consider it a good thing, this has a factory installed cold air intake. This hood is actually functional. It actually has its own cold air intake functional hood to scoop in and bring cold air into the intake.
Yep.
Now, this 2.8 is kind of not the most reliable one they made. That was the 3.1 and then later the 3.8. So I told the wife, when this one blows, we're going to do an engine swap. Now what I want to do for an engine swap on this is put a 3.8 Series 2 supercharged.
That sounds fucking awesome.
That will make this car just scream, considering how light this car is.
Yeah.
And how fast, and it scoots right now. But that's what I want to do in a later video after, we get our fun out of it and this motor decides it wants to go. But we're going to properly maintain it, and we're going to try to keep this motor as long as possible. I mean, because look at it. It shows that it hasn't had more than 60,000 miles on it. I mean, there's really no oil seepage. I mean, there's no oil around the heads. I mean, even back here, if you look, there's nothing. It's all, the wires are all clean. I mean, there's a little bit of seepage on one of the AC lines, but that's not a big deal. I mean, the most oil you see is coming from that CV boot that's been spitting it up. And someone's done some redneck fixing to this and didn't know what the hell they were doing.
Hence the redneck.
I mean, oh, I forgot that one last thing. Have you ever seen exhaust pipe being held up by duct tape? You will now. Right there, where there used to be a catalytic converter, is now tape.
Now that's the way to do it.
And it doesn't even look like they put clamps, or it looks like they tried to weld it down here.
Yeah, it's pretty bad welding.
That's some real shitty welding.
Yeah. Looks like they don't know how to weld either.
I mean, that's just... Now, if people remember my exhaust fixing on a budget video, even I didn't do it that rinky-dink. And if you haven't seen it, I'll put a link to it down in the description so you can take a look at it.
I gotta go watch that.
But we'll do another one on this one, and maybe we'll try a few different ways to do it, because right now this has got a bunch of exhaust leaks, and I'm sorry, you don't hold an exhaust pipe up with duct tape. I'm surprised it hasn't fallen off.
That is a surprising fact.
But over the course of the next few months, we're going to disassemble this entire car. We're going to paint this entire car. And you guys are going to be along for the ride. So I hope you enjoy this video. Like and subscribe. I did set up a GoFundMe to kind of help out with the cost of doing this. If you feel like supporting it, great. If you don't, that's fine too. Just enjoy our content, like and subscribe, share this to all your friends, and you guys all have a wonderful day.